This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Christine Stanwood with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We have developing news coming out of Las Vegas. Las Vegas police and UNLV confirming an active shooter is dead after a shooting on campus. Police there confirm there are multiple victims reported. Campus police ordering students to shelter in place, warning them to, quote, run, hide, fight. This is a developing story, and we will update you once we learn more. FBI agents arresting 58-year-old Donald Day Jr. from Heber, Overguard, Arizona last week on a U.S. charge alleging he incited violence through comments he posted online. Police described the incident as a, quote, religiously motivated terrorist attack. It happened in Australia a year ago. 6 people died in what officials call an ambush, including 2 Australian police officers.
From Queensland, Australia, to the remote corners of Arizona, the FBI and the QPS worked jointly and endlessly to bring this man to justice, and he'll face the crimes he's alleged to have perpetrated.
The Arizona man was remanded in custody after appearing in an Arizona court Tuesday. He faces a potential 5-year prison sentence if he's convicted. ABC 15's Ford Hatchett is on this story today. See his full coverage tonight. A suspect is still on the loose after a deadly overnight shooting in Phoenix near 75th Avenue and Indian School. Police say they found a man with a gunshot wound, but he died at the scene. Right now, it's not clear what led up to this. No arrests have been made. In tonight's Border Watch, Arizona Congressman Greg Stanton says U.S. Customs and Border Protection is surging resources from other states into Arizona. The hope here is that it can help speed up the processing of the thousands of migrants crossing the border near Lukeville. Monday, the port of entry there was closed indefinitely, impacting tourism and commerce between Arizona and Mexico. Congressman Stanton said Congress needs to pass President Biden's supplemental spending bill, which dedicates nearly $14 billion to border protection and immigration. Republicans, though, holding out to include tougher restrictions on asylum seekers.
There are conversations going on right now about negotiated compromises as it relates to immigration. I don't want to prejudge what might come out of that, but this is what politics is all about. Politics is the art of compromise, and so I believe that there will be a compromise.
Last week, 17,500 migrants entered the U.S. in the Tucson sector. That is the highest number ever recorded by Customs and Border Protection. Services for Sandra Day O'Connor will begin December 18th. The former justice will lie in repose at the Supreme Court. A private funeral will take place the following day in Washington, D.C. O'Connor, who grew up in Arizona, became the first woman ever to serve on the Supreme Court. She passed away Friday at 93. An update tonight, Dr. Christy Wilson, the former superintendent of Buckeye Elementary School District, has agreed to pay back hundreds of thousands of dollars of overcompensation. It comes after a lawsuit against the district was settled last month. The Arizona Auditor General found Wilson was paid more than $1.7 million in additional compensation over 5 years. Now, per the agreement, she'll give back a little more than $407,000. President Biden hosting the White House Tribal Nations Summit, signing his 3rd executive order aimed at strengthening tribal sovereignty. It will direct all federal agencies to move funding programs to allow tribal nations to build and run their own hospitals, schools, and police forces. Hey, quick reminder for you, from now until 7 p.m., we are raising money for 5 Arizona charities. Call the number on your screen to donate. You can also scan that QR code on your screen. Donate online at gifttothecause.com. Donations are accepted through the 20th.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. After a couple of days of record-tying temperatures in the valley, we finally start to cool down beginning on Thursday, although daytime highs will still remain above average for this time of year. Starting off with temperatures in the morning at 54 degrees at 6 o'clock, warming up to near 70 by midday and topping out at 76 degrees by the afternoon. Across northern Arizona, keep those highs in the 50s in areas like Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low too. 60s and 70s across the lower desert under mostly clear skies. There is a chance for snow, though, across parts of of the Four Corners area beginning Friday, mainly across portions of the Navajo Nation, along with breezy conditions up in the high country from Thursday through at least Saturday, and even some breezes potentially in the valley for at least the early part of the weekend. The rest of your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures dropping too. Will be in the 60s for at least one day this weekend in the valley with lows in the 40s. Flagstaff will be in the 40s for highs Friday, 30s for Saturday, but we're back in the 50s beginning Sunday and Monday with lows still well below freezing.